Hello everyone, the Lighting Collector here. Welcome back to another fluorescent lighting video. What you're looking at is a probably 2005 or so era, maybe, American Fluorescent F20T12 twin lamp strip light that, as you can see, I turned into F20T12 preheat. I got this and a couple others new in box. One of them was actually magnetic ballasted. It is, because I kept it that way. F20T12 trigger start with a very rapid start looking startup. So either way, it's magnetic. So I kept that one the way it is. But all of these, I got rid of the early-ish electronic ballasts and made them correct. So it is funny. It says relamp with F17T8 lamps. For Energy Star use, 1000 lumens and 75 CRI, 2700K or 3000K CCT. So it's got little things here and there, and then there's the logo. I know it's upside down, but whatever. But obviously, I made it the correct lighting type here because electronic is boring. Now, I will admit my conversions have never been pretty. I need to be better about cable management, so this is a bit of a mess. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's definitely not great. So I threw into a new old stock F17 or F15 to F20 choke ballast, which I have a ton of these things still new in the box. I always pick them up at any old style hardware stores that still have them on the shelves because you never know how much longer you'll be able to buy that stuff new. And it's kind of fun to be able to do that. I didn't mount the starter sockets in any way because I didn't have the type to mount them, so I just stuck them outside of the knockouts like that. Like I said, it's not super pretty, but it works, and that's all I care about. At the end of the day, it serves the exact purpose I intended it to serve, and that is preheat. So, yeah, I kind of have long screws for the ballast, since it obviously wasn't meant to use these. I had to make some improvisations. But I'm using two of these older Westinghouse F20T12 Daylight Black Ender tubes that I reckon are probably from the 60s. Even though this fixture is a whole lot newer, it's fun to use something like that. Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. It's fun to use something like this on its proper preheat circuitry. It's really annoying that these kind of like bent inward, these lamp holders like that, almost, for some reason. Okay, there we go. It is nice and assembled here. That camera better on there. And now, everyone's favorite moment. Preheat. Look at that gorgeous daylight. I mean, you can't even get this phosphor anymore, which is quite fun. I actually forgot I had these. They came in a box with a bunch of Philips and Westinghouse cool lights, but mixed in were a couple of daylights, which is neat. I just love that sound. Never gets old, truly. And these starters I have are pretty blinky with the right fixtures. I've noticed in one of my fixtures, the starter doesn't really blink hardly at all. Same type, I have a case full of them. But these are really, really blinky. And we're using 49 watts here, which is nice. We're using 0.73 amps and a power factor total of 0.54. So the power factor is about the same as the twin lamp trigger start ballast, but it's much brighter and it uses more amps and wattage. So that's the one thing I like about these over the crappy low power factor type ballasts that are rapid start or whatever. These really run the lamps well. And these ballasts are actually really quiet, which is funny because some of my fixtures are not quiet. I don't know why. Maybe I just didn't tighten the ballast down enough. But I'm certainly going to use this and the others I convert over to this same beautiful Blinkfest of preheat. I would like to use these in some kind of installation. I just don't know what yet. But I'm sure I can think of something because it'd be nice to have more interesting lighting. I thought about putting a closet light in this room, but then we began planning to move, so I decided against that, even though it would have been cool. This probably would have been what I may have put up in this closet, actually. But I could never get tired of this, and it's really nice to see these bulbs running. These are beautiful bulbs. Absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I could never get tired of this. I don't know if I have more than just these two. I hope I do, but if not, it's still cool. I could keep doing this forever. I mean, you guys know. Pretty much, preheat is my favorite fluorescent ballast type. My favorite brand is Westinghouse. My favorite street light type is the Mercury Vapor type, anything Mercury Vapor, but primarily the Westinghouse Silverliner series and the OV20, OV10, and OV35 and OV60s, the clamshell line. Again, really anything Westinghouse that's Mercury Vapor. And I really, if I had to pick one, as much as I love preheat, if I had to pick only preheat or only incandescent, I would still pick incandescent because I could not imagine only having fluorescent lighting in a home. I know some of y'all, that is how y'all live. I don't know how y'all do it. To me, this is a great over the kitchen sink light, in a closet or pantry, the garage, the attic, and any kind of like shop, you know, and under the cabinets too, and maybe even the bathroom, potentially. But a bedroom and a living area and a dining area, especially a dining area, I could never imagine having fluorescents, because if you want fluorescents in a dining area, well, by George, just go to a fast food restaurant. Although now a lot of them are going LEDs, or going LED, but I just couldn't imagine having these everywhere. So that's a little bit about my lighting tastes, but I'll always prefer preheat for fluorescent. I mean, how could you not? Look at this. It's just amazing. Really entertaining. And I tell you, I could sit here and do this all day. It's bad, and it's not amazing for the lamps either, but can you blame me? I mean, the noise, everything. But anyways, I just figured I would make a video of this fixture that I converted over to preheat from Instant Start T8. That's going to be a thing I'm going to continue to do to a lot of fixtures I've got. But I need to replenish my ballast supply first before I go ham on that, because I am running out. I haven't found any more, so I think what I've got in this room, to my knowledge anyway, is all I have left. It's still 7 more ballasts for this size anyways, but I'm pretty sure I have more fixtures I need than that. Now, I would have had more if that 4-lamp wraparound I have downstairs that I made a video of a couple days ago, if that hadn't have needed 3 ballasts, then I would have had a couple more to mess around with. But since that did need ballasts, I had to use some of my supply for replacements instead of additional preheats. And I'm gonna have to do that for a couple more because I had 2 lampy fixtures with ballasts kill themselves for some reason. I don't know why. They just, I don't know. It was a horrible smell. They must have overheated or something, and the varnish smell was just, it was awful. So that's really all I have about this light. Probably next video I make of this will be in an installation. I will probably film the other ones when I convert them over. I'll at least make a video of one of these with the instant start ballast still in there for documentation purposes, and then the rest will just be a preheat stuff. So stay tuned for more. I'm definitely going to be messing around with these, you know, as I go, but I probably will in the next couple of weeks stop making videos for a while, like at least until I'm done moving, because I've got to get things packed. Y'all have no idea how much stuff I have. That's the problem. I've not really shown my full collections of anything, and I gotta move all that stuff, and I'm not looking forward to it, but it has to happen. So that said, I'll probably take a little break from filming these kind of videos for a bit while I get everything situated, and then once I start making my new installations and whatnot, then I'll get videos up of those. I'll probably switch to using my camera more for videos soon. I just have found that uploading from my phone has been a lot easier. So I've been doing that, but I prefer, for most videos, filming with my camera, as it has better light focusing capabilities and a couple of other things, and it records audio a bit better. But this does work pretty well for what I need it to for now. And I do have a tripod mount for my phone, which is nice. But I will be making more videos with my camera very soon. All my street lighting stuff I still prefer to use my camera for. And I'll be doing the same with a lot of my lighting stuff. So stay tuned for that. Once I move, I will start doing light bulb reviews or light bulb demonstration videos of just light bulbs, like I did a while ago, like when I didn't have regular voice yet. Here and good. I left those videos up. I don't know why. I still have those bulbs, so I could just remake them and take those down. But regardless, that will be coming back to the channel, and more fixture videos will be happening and so forth. So stay tuned. This channel is probably going to be expanded upon a lot this year, as I feel it's high time to start doing so, and I'm hoping that this will catch awareness to the importance of preserving these older lighting technologies, especially when there's so many of us willing to purchase these type of lights out there instead of letting them being thrown away still. It'd be nice if people would start thinking about that, but not obviously charging $1 million, because you can't just see an old light and be like, yeah, that's worth $2,000. No, it's not, but at least keeping them out of the junk, trash, the scrap yards and stuff would be nice for a lot of this stuff, because no one's gonna know what we used to use if we just throw it all away. And it's also just not good for the environment. I want to talk about being green. Why do we trash stuff like this? This has mercury in it. Instead of trashing it while it works, use it. It's better for the environment. But that's just my 2 cents. What do I know? It's not like I've been messing around with lights for 20 years or anything. Nah. So, that being said, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.